Hi everyone. In this video, we will learn about functional interfaces in Java 8, what they are and why they are required. If you are new to this channel and yet not subscribed, click the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified. First, let us understand what is an interface. An interface is a reference type in Java which contains method declarations which are also called abstract methods, meaning methods without a body. Abstract method is simply a declaration of a method which defines the name of method, its return value, and the number of arguments that it will accept. Even though we do not write abstract before their names, they are implicitly abstract, and there will be no complaints if we make a method abstract. An interface is declared using interface keyword. A class has to implement an interface and define the methods declared in it. That is, it has to provide their body. As soon as we implement this interface in a class, the compiler asks to implement its method or make this class also as abstract or incomplete. An interface can also contain constant values which are public, static, and final by default. So, let's say if we define a value here and leave it unassigned. Look, it says that final field should be assigned. So, it is final. Assign a value. Access this value in the class. Look, it is shown as static and final even though we did not define it so. Now, if we try to change it, this will be an error. That was a short description about interface. Now let's jump on to the original topic, which is functional interface. The term functional interface was introduced in Java 8. A functional interface is simply an interface that has only one abstract method. So, while an interface can have as many abstract methods, a functional interface can have only one. So, if we remove all but one abstract method from this interface, it becomes a functional interface. If you want to enforce a compiler check, then add functional interface annotation over it. Now, if you add more than one abstract method, it will not allow, thus stopping you from runtime errors. A functional interface can have any number of default and static methods which can have a body. Default and static methods were also introduced in Java 8 and we will cover them in upcoming videos. Function interface can also declare abstract methods defined in object class, which is a superclass of all objects. If we look at object class, it has some commonly used methods such as hashcode, toString, equals, etc. So I can go back to my functional interface and declare any method from object class. It will allow me to do so. Let's also declare hashcode method. Although these methods are defined as abstract, but the compiler knows that they are already implemented, so it does not raise an error. Now you must have understood the meaning of function interface in Java. If you have any doubts, do let me know in the comments and I'll resolve your queries. There are many inbuilt functional interfaces in Java. Some of the common ones are runnable, used in multi-threading, comparator, used to compare objects and sort collections, predicate, used in streams, etc. You might be thinking, what is the need of functional interfaces? Suppose there is a method in a class which accepts an interface object. Now, to supply an object of this interface type, you have a few options. First is, define an implementation of this interface and its method here only and supply it to this method. Second is, create a new class that implements this interface and implement its method. Then supply an object of this class to this method. Third option is to create an anonymous object of this interface and supply it to this method. Or the fourth more easy way is to use Lambda expression introduced in Java 8. Its syntax is parenthesis followed by arrow and the implementation. You can simply assign it to interface object and provide this object here. We also don't need this implementation class now, and we can directly supply this Lambda expression here. Look how concise it gets. Now what happens is that compiler matches the structure of this Lambda expression with this abstract method as it accepts no argument and returns no value. You can write anything in this body provided that you do not return any value. Now imagine if I define another abstract method in this interface, then how will the compiler know which method you are trying to implement with this lambda? The second one or the first one? Also look at the error, which says that it is expecting a functional interface. So, a functional interface is required so that we can implement its method using a lambda expression. For learning lambda expression and how to use it in more detail, refer the video at the top right corner. To summarize, a functional interface is an interface that has only one abstract method. It can contain other methods as well, but those must be default or static methods which have a body or implementation. Apart from that, it can also contain abstract methods which are defined in object class, the superclass of all classes. Hope the video was useful, and I will see you in the next one.